nuclear war isn't good for anyone and it doesn't really benefit anything.
Yeah, light of peace. Sombering, really sombering. And it was the only structure left standing after the bomb. Hello everyone, welcome to Global Hopper. I'm now standing in the city of Hiroshima. The park surrounding me is the Hiroshima Peace Park. 79 years ago, American soldiers dropped an atomic bomb. This is the exact point of impact. Because of that bomb, 29,000 people actually lost their life, either directly or indirectly. So this Peace Park is built to remember those atomic bomb victims. And is the subject of our today's visit. The weather, however, is quite abysmal, but I think it is fitting for the subject of what we are doing today. So, without further ado, let's go and check out the park. Let's go. So that white structure that you see in the center of the screen is the cenotaph of the Hiroshima atomic bomb victims. And you can see there's quite a lot of people paying their respects today, even though it's raining pretty horribly. Both of my shoes are completely wet through. It's quite sombering. And you see people bowing. In front of us, so it's very quiet. No one is saying anything, and the only sound is the little soothing dripping of the rain. Right, we're gonna go further into the park. Okay, so Amber, so it's quite a sobering atmosphere here in the park, isn't it?
Yeah.
So how does that make you feel seeing the cenotaph?
It's like, because nuclear war isn't good for anyone and it doesn't really benefit anything. So I think that is just really calming. To just like respect the people who died in the war.
Yeah. Should get rid of all the nuclear weapons.
Yeah.
But then again, that's not going to happen, is it? I mean, we can wish.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, we're going to keep going in the park and see what we can find. So there is a flame burning in the middle of this structure. Let me get a better angle for you guys. Okay guys, so we'll come to this flame. Below the flame, written in Japanese, I don't know if you can see it, is 和平的灯. Basically, you can read some Japanese if you're a Mandarin speaker, because the characters are very much similar. But that simply means light of peace. So I guess even though it's raining pretty heavily today, it's still burning brightly. Yeah, light of peace. Sombering, really sombering. Okay guys, so behind me, you can see that structure there. There is a child holding a paper crane on top of that structure. Now that child is Saduku Sasaki. At the time the bomb was dropped, she was only 2 years old, and she was found with absolutely no apparent damage to her physique. However, when she turned 10 years later, she was diagnosed with leukemia. Now, the paper crane in traditional Japanese sort of belief is that if you fold 1,000 paper crane, then you shall be granted a wish. So Sasaki has made many more than 1,000 paper cranes. Unfortunately, her wish was not granted. She died at the same year when she was actually diagnosed with the disease. So 12-year-old, she died 10 years later after the bomb. In fact, leukemia has been called the Hiroshima disease. Many people sort of got the disease as an indirect impact of the atomic bomb. Now you can see, I'm going to go and take you around this area. You can see there are so many different colored paper cranes. They were sent to this place by many children from across the world to remember Sasaki.袁晨，去敲一下，宝贝儿。你要去敲一下吗？走，弹完之后你哈。So I'm just telling Amber to ring the bell to remember. 去。So underneath this marble slab in Japanese, translated into English is "We cry, we pray, world peace." So you can see paper crane, colored paper crane, filled in the entire semi-square of cabinets. As I've said earlier, those were contributed by the kids around the world to remember Sasaki by. Hundreds of thousands of paper cranes. Many wishes were granted, hopefully. So the building behind me, as you can see, is the Jambako Dome. Now, it was the only building standing after the atomic bomb. Instead of tearing it down after the war and rebuilding it, the Hiroshima City Hall decided to keep it as a permanent reminder of the atrocity of the atomic bomb. Before it was bombed, it was the Industrial Promotion Hall. I don't know what that means. I think it's like a conference or product promotion sort of advertising thing. But yeah, that was the only building left standing. And you can see there's quite a lot of Japanese students today right behind me. I guess they're here to pay their respects as well. But we're going to cross the bridge just over there and get closer to the actual building itself. So let's go.
Daqui, ó, daqui para aparecer lá, aqui tá na ponte. Na ponte não vai ficar melhor?
It's astonishing to think that none of this building that you are seeing now existed in 1945. Everything was rebuilt afterwards. Everything is less than 79 years old, except the Industrial Promotion Hall that we are making our way towards. You can see across the bridge there are students bowing. Okay, so this is the industrial promotion hall, and it was the only structure left standing after the bomb. It's crazy, isn't it? This is the only one that got left standing.
Yeah.
Amber and I read a children's book about Hiroshima before we came to Japan in preparation for visiting this place. Funnily enough, guys, I don't know if you can see on the top left, there is a crane standing right there next to the dome on the left. I guess it must signal something, right? So I'm at the back of the building now. You can see on the floor the scattered bricks, like were literally left there without being touched since 1935, August 6th. And today, 2024, October the 22nd, they are still there. Witnesses of history. And hopefully we won't have to repeat history. Hopefully. And now, guys, we have walked out of the park. It's a relatively small park. There is a museum which you can spend quite a few hours in, but we didn't go because there were quite a lot of people today. But we're just crossing the street, and I saw it, and I thought I'd just show you this street. Very modern and beautiful, but as I said before, none of this existed. Everything was built right after the war. Yeah, this part really does look like a little bit like Tokyo. The rain has stopped, at least for now. Hopefully it will last. We are just walking towards the Hiroshima castle. Online it looks pretty, so let's go and find out. Okay, so I'm just walking in the park towards the castle, and I see a Guanyin Pusa statue. We're going to the castle now, right?
Yeah.
We no longer have to be too sobering anymore.
Yeah.
You can be yourself now. We were here, as we said in the previous video, in October last year. However, I never really noticed just how clean Japan was or is. This time I really paid quite a lot of attention to it. The parks are beautiful and clean and tidy. Everything just made to perfection. As I said in the previous video, even a cement mixer was shiny, like it just came out of an equivalent of a lorry showroom. Just stunning. Stunning place. So many cute little cars, not many electric cars. In fact, not many electric cars at all. The only one that I saw was a Tesla, but that was it. But even though the cars are really, really cute. Okay guys, we are just making our way towards the castle now. Should be there in about 9 minutes. So I'll show you the castle once we got there. So this is Hiroshima Castle. Quite flat compared to other Japanese castle, which tends to build upwards. Beautiful. So many people are taking photos.
Devden böğkül var, gördün mü? Ya devden böğkül var. Aynısını çekeceksin. Oturursan arkaya
I'm not sure whether the castle was destroyed during the war, because during the atomic bomb, I suspect that it must have, because it's really close to point zero or ground zero, which is just beyond this skyscraper. That's where the ground zero of the bomb was. So being very close to ground zero, I suspect that the castle must have been destroyed during the war. And what we are seeing today must be the reconstruction of the original structure. The stone or granite being used here is absolutely massive, just for scale. There's my hand.
Oğlum manyak mısın? Yaptığımız ama yaptığımıza bakıyorum izledim. Vallahi ya.
Okay guys, we just came out of the castle now. It's not so much a castle rather than a structure that made to look like a castle. There's actually nothing quite inside. So yeah, it's just an old fort, so to speak, rather than a castle per se. But yeah, we are going to a traditional Japanese garden now, not far from the castle. The rain has unfortunately started again, so we'll see. Okay, sorry guys, I've just realized walking quite further away from the castle itself. I told you that is a structure made to look like a castle rather than the castle itself. I was wrong. Right there in the middle of the screen, you can see that is the castle. Anyway, it's too late for us now to go back, so we're continuing on. Okay, so on our way to the shopping mall, Amber started to complain that she's hungry, so we came to this little, well, you're not hungry?
Yeah.
little Japanese bar to have some meal. It looks delicious, look at that. Alright, bon appetit. Okay guys, just finished lunch. I have eaten quite a lot of Japanese food here in Japan and back in Canary Wharf in London. But to be perfectly honest, that was the best Japanese food I have ever eaten. Absolutely delicious. We're now in a shopping district in Hiroshima. We're going to go and find some cute stuff that Amber and the wife has been looking for. And one of the main reasons why they chose Japan. So let's go. Right, Amber has gone to the shop to purchase a bubble tea by herself because the shop is accessible via a flat of stairs. Both the wife and I couldn't be bothered, so she's doing it herself. Let's see if she will succeed. Alright, mission success, I guess. Happy now you got a tea?
Yeah.
Everywhere in the world, always looking for bubble tea. Like when we were in China, every step of the way. Alright guys, I have never seen an HM this size before. I think this might even be bigger. Well, this must be bigger than the one in Oxford Street. Super cool. Wow, this pedestrianized street just turned out to be quite interesting. Wow, look at that. This looked like Osaka, but a lot less busy. Very nice. Yeah, this is just exactly like Osaka, but a lot quieter. I love it. Ooh, look at this. Oh, it's so cool. This is childhood. Look at this roundabout, dominated by this large tree. How cool is this roundabout? There's a panerai shop. Wow, guys, look how cool is this area? This is just awesome. Wow, who knew Hiroshima is like this, eh? Wow. That irregular building here is a parking entrance and exit. How cool. Guys, you see this little white building behind this parking entrance? Guys, check out that building, the white building behind it with that weird sort of container looking windows. It really reminds me of Ready Player One, doesn't it? I don't know if you ever read the book, but that is exact carbon copy of the one being described in the book. I haven't watched a movie, but that looks awesome. Wow, this is uniqueness of Japan. Yeah, guys, look, this building here, it is so Ready Player One. It's unreal. Hi guys, we are finally back in our hotel. Hiroshima has been such a lovely surprise.
Yeah.
We didn't know. We thought Hiroshima only have that peace monument, peace park, but the city itself has been really amazing as well. We really enjoyed the shopping center. And the meal was amazing.
Yeah, the meal was so good.
So good.
Yeah, so good.
And we noticed something that the people of Hiroshima tends to be, at least in our experience, a little bit more friendly. I mean, all Japanese people are very friendly, but Hiroshima tends to be a little bit more patient, do you think?
Yeah, more kind.
For sure. So we are really enjoyed our stay so far in Hiroshima. Tomorrow we're going to a lovely little island just off Hiroshima. It has one of the most beautiful oral gates in all of Japan, in my opinion. So come along with us and enjoy that beautiful journey with us. Share it with us. If you haven't already, please subscribe, and more adventure to come. Okay? Cheerio!